And now, after years of planning, sweating, and going broke, here is the Boots and Whiskey Podcast with Jim Belisle.
And it left the media.
Why they would give this man a podcast is anyone's guess.
Then there is what could only be a bizarre coincidence or something else.
Welcome to the Boots and Whiskey Podcast with Jim Belisle.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Country music and fine moonshine. Finally, a podcast that lets it all hang out.
Let's level with America.
Got your boots? Ready for some whiskey?
These boots are made for walking.
One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
And now, the Boots and Whiskey Podcast with Jim Belisle.
Hey everyone, Jim here, Boots and Whiskey Podcast. Episode 361 is here with our good friend Carman Collins. Carman and I have a really strange relationship. Not bad at all, but we recorded a full ass episode, her and I, probably, golly, a year and a half ago, maybe year and a half, I would say, maybe two, maybe a year and a half. Anyway, it's been a long time. We recorded an episode with her a long time ago, and it never came out. And a lot of reason is because, one, the recording quality was terrible. She was very new to the industry, very green to everything, which is fine, that wasn't why it wasn't released. It wasn't released because I'm an asshat, and I wasn't happy with the quality, so I just shelved it. That's how it went. But you know what? Carman and I have maintained a great relationship ever since. And we're super happy for everything she's doing. She's doing some really cool shit. Her music's great. Go check her out. She's in and out of Nashville all the time. If you're down in that area, she's got a cool thing going on. Incredible voice and a really down to earth person. I think you're going to enjoy her story, and it is coming up next. So thank you for being here. Episode 361, Carman Collins. Enjoy. All right. Well, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I've been good. Finally
Good.
on your podcast.
Listen, we tried this once before, and I don't even know what happened.
Life.
Lies?
Life.
Oh, life. I was like, lies. I was like, I'm not lying to you. I'll tell you straight up.
Life. Got me for sure.
You and I talked. We had recorded an episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided to not air it for whatever reason, because I felt like there was more to your story than at the time was allowing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, and I was like brand new too, so I really didn't have much to talk about. But
right. True. So I guess, because that was like a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, almost 2 years ago.
Yeah. So tell us, tell us who you are, what you're doing, why you're doing, what you're looking to do. And I'm going to dig into the nitty gritty stuff you probably don't want to talk about. So
Bring it on.
I'll do it.
Well, I'm a country singer. Have found an amazing management team behind me, finally. They've really been pushing hard for me and getting stuff. I make my Whiskey Jam debut March 12th, so I'm really, really excited about that. And just have a lot of shows coming up. I've been super busy, been doing multiple podcasts and things like that. Just living one day at a time, trying to make it in this crazy music industry. But I see myself going really, really far, and so does my team. So we're doing it.
So what has happened in the last, it seems like very short amount of time, that has brought you to a different level than you were even a month ago? 2 months.
I know. I think it's just these. I mean, I have two guys on my management team that are just phenomenal. I mean, I have Keith Hopkins. He is really, really good. He knows a lot of people in Nashville. He was like, listen, I believe in you. I don't really do this a lot, but we're going to go all in. And I was like, cool. And I never even had met the guy. Like, this was all just through phone. And then my other guy, David Nathan, he used to do stuff with like Taylor Swift, Florida Georgia Line, Thomas Rhett. a lot of those big country artists. And I had actually reached out to him. I was like, I love your work. What can I do to possibly get you on my side? And he was like, send me what you have to pretty much sell, like to sell myself to him. And so I did that, and I got a call immediately from him. He was like, you just sold yourself to me. Let's go. And so literally I signed with both of them in December of last year, and it's just taken off ever since. So good
That's
things.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yes.
So are you living in Nashville now full time?
Not yet, not yet, but I do drive back and down from Indy to Nashville. I drive back and forth a lot. We are looking at apartments and stuff for me to eventually just be there.
Yeah.
But
So what is that drive? That's going to be.
it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's like 3.5, maybe 4 hours with traffic.
Oh, that's not
And
bad.
it's not, no. And I just blast my music and sing the whole way down there and back, and it goes by quick. I don't
Yeah.
mind it at all.
So let me ask you this, right? Because like one of the last times we talked in this manner, right? It was hard. There was a struggle there.
Yeah, there was a
Now,
big struggle.
what are some of those things still prevalent, or are they not?
They're not.
Okay.
I mean, I think always in the music industry, you're always gonna there's always gonna be somebody telling you to, change your hair, you need to lose weight, you need to do this. Thankfully, my management team has told me, they're not like that, so that's a good thing. But yeah, we just take it one day at a time, and we're doing really good things, and good things are coming from it. So we're all excited.
Now, what's so different from the way you were approaching things last time we spoke to now?
Didn't fully believe in myself, so I was really, like I said, I was brand new into the game. I didn't believe in myself, and I really don't know what clicked in me, but like I was just like, you know what? I got this. I got this. And so I just literally started reaching out to people, like, and sending them my stuff, like, just, hey, my name's Carman Collins, be on the lookout for me, keep up to date with me. I promise I won't disappoint you, and things like that. So, and then I finally got some guys, that believe in me. So they have my back now, which is cool.
Yeah,
But yeah,
absolutely.
I had to fully believe in myself, and that I could do this, and just go for it, really.
Now, do you have people playing with you now, like a
Yeah, I have a
solid?
band. I do. They're all based out of Florida, which is interesting. So like I'm getting ready to travel to Florida. I leave this Friday, so we're gonna just practice a whole bunch, and then we all travel up to Nashville to do our shows and stuff, like Whiskey Jam. So
Yeah. Now, how is that? Like, is this going to be the first time meeting these guys?
no, 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 no. I've
Oh,
played
okay.
with them before. They're amazing. So they all used to play together in a band for another artist, and they all left. And my manager Keith said, "Hey, I have a band for you." I was like, "Cool. Can I hear them?" And so like he sent me like them playing and things like that, and they're awesome. So I'm really excited.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great. Now,
they're
what
really
do you?
fun.
Well, I do like what you're doing, right? If I didn't, you, you probably wouldn't be here. Uh, you know, I know from this seat here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can have this conversation with you because we've had non-music related conversations, right? Like for me, it's been really hard, especially in the last couple years. Maybe not so much at the beginning, but in the last couple years for sure. It's hard for me to listen to uh, artists that are like just starting, right? And that's
Correct.
not because it's not good, it's not bad, it's hard because there's, when you're on a train that's going one way, right? And then
Mhm.
these other people are trying to jump on the train that's moving, right? It's hard to give the eyeballs to it, right?
I understand completely because
What
I'm the same way.
right. Like, there's so many new artists all the time that, reach out or whatever, and it's like, what would you suggest as the artist for somebody like me or people in the industry that have been in this for a while?
I think we're
Just
just so programmed. I don't want to say programmed, but like we're just so used to what big record labels are pushing. I mean, and they have the money to back that to promote these artists, and so that's just what all we really see are just these certain artists. And someone who's independent like me, or self-funded with everything. It's hard to kind of push myself to the top without networking and knowing someone. I would say, like I said, I'm the same way. So it's hard for me to like give any advice, but just give them a chance, really. Like I've kind of set myself aside sometimes like at night, just laying in bed, like, I'm gonna listen. I heard this as a new artist, I'm gonna listen to them. And there are so many times where I'm like, damn, this artist is good and they're
yeah.
at it. It's
No,
just trying to get off what you're used to
yeah.
doing and
No,
it's
absolutely.
not new.
Like for me, I find for me, I always listen. I'm always looking for something that's like pleasing to the ear, right? Where because when you do this for a while, or even not, like, or if you listen to music in general, like, what's overproduced, underproduced, what's
Yeah.
recorded in somebody's garage or basement, right? Like, I personally feel like if you're a new artist and you really want to step out and stand out, like, your first single or first few singles have to be produced properly, right?
Absolutely. And that was my learning point too. Like in the beginning, like I was doing everything myself and it sucked. It just was terrible. And so I had to take my savings and just go and pay for it, have someone actually in a studio produce it, mix it. And I mean, there's a huge freaking
Right,
difference.
right.
I mean, even sometimes I'm like, is that really me singing? Oh my God. But I mean, you really do. And then, but again, it's money, it's time that a
Yeah,
lot of
it
artists
is.
just don't have. And it's just, if you really want this bad enough, you just save, and just put everything you have into it, really, and just try your best
Yeah.
always.
Now let me ask you this, right? With that mindset, right?
Mhm.
As an up and coming artist, as somebody that's, relatively new to the game, right?
Yeah.
What sort of things have you had to personally sacrifice to be where you are?
Time away from work.
Yeah.
Because on the side, I'm an ER nurse, so I've had to sacrifice my time away from to make money, to do these types of things where I'm not making any money right now. Time away from my family. That's been a huge juggle. Um, Trying to make sure that I'm always, home when I really need to be, and then, them understanding that mommy's away right now and things like that. Um, and it's like I said, it's still all new, so it's like every day we're trying to rebalance and refigure things out. But my family is super super supportive of me and backs me, and like I said, I have a great management team, and we're rocking it out. I'm gonna
Wait a minute.
continue to do that.
Hold
I
on. My brain just kind of caught up. You have children? In all of this time, how did I not know that?
have no idea.
It's probably just, like many?
Yeah,
Many.
I have 4 girls.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I would I would die. I don't think I could handle 4
You
girls.
know, it's really not that bad. They're
I mean,
so like spaced. Hold on. Stop it.
no,
You have to cut that out.
I won't.
You have to cut that out. They're so like perfectly spaced that it's fine. I mean, I'm a girl. I'm hormonal. Just added more to it.
Right. Right. That's fair. That's fair. Now, how do they how do they react to all of this? Because I mean, and
They
I
think
love
it's
how
awesome.
you said that, you know, your side job is an ER nurse. So there's many people out there that would love that to be their actual job, right?
Right, right.
So how long have you been a nurse?
Oh gosh.
Not to give
11.
away how old you are.
Huh?
So not to give away how old you are.
Okay. 11 years, and I've just been strictly ER. But my kids think it's awesome. They like it's so cute. Like they'll get on their own Spotify and like play my music, and I'm like, oh god, guys, let's do this. Let's put on another song.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's funny you say that because like these episodes, like I don't re-listen to them. I can't. Like,
I know sometimes it's like, ooh.
yeah. And it's not even that. It's just like, you know, people ask me all the time, they're like, you didn't listen to your episode? I'm like, no, I was there. I know what happened. So
Right.
I sometimes I forget, but like I know what the basis of it was. Yeah, it's brutal. Like, do you find that though, like with your recordings when you listen back to them, you're like, oh, like,
All the time.
yeah,
Even when I get like a final mix, like a final master back, I'm like, mm. But you know what? I'm my worst critic. So it doesn't matter if it's perfect. I'm going to find that one little thing that I don't like
make it into
every
a good
single
thing.
time. And I have to stop doing that. Like I really do because I'll be working on one single song for like a year trying to make sure every little thing is perfect. But I'm a perfectionist, so try not to be so much, but it's hard, man, trying to get out
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Because you know, I know, like even with like episodes, right? Like when it's over, I'll think to myself for a few minutes, like, shit, I should have asked that question. I should have, you know, the conversation was going this way. I should have pushed this a little more. And
Yeah, well, I do the same thing. I'm like, man, I shouldn't have said
right,
that.
like, but it's also one of those things. Like with this show, right? I've only edited one episode, and that was because it was a big artist, and they asked me to take out a couple of things, right?
hmm
But other than that, like this is a platform to really express yourself and show who you are as a person. You know, like the music is what it is. People are either going to like it or not, right?
Exactly.
You an artist coming on a podcast is not going to change somebody's mind about their music. It's just not going to happen. You know, but it could change their mind about how they perceive you as a person. Like that's the fact that you can come on here and say like, oh yeah, I have 4 girls. You know, I am a nurse, this, that, and the other thing. Like it humanizes you. It doesn't make
Yeah.
you
Yeah, I'm still human, guys.
right. Right. It doesn't make you look like something you're not.
Yeah. And that's definitely not my personality at all. What you see is what you get. Um, and I like before I didn't take pride in that, but now I do. Cause like you're gonna like me or you're not going to. Not everyone's gonna like me, and that's okay.
Right. Right. Now, when you first started coming into this industry, like we're fortunate again. I've talked about it a bunch now, where when we first started this, it was very female artist heavy. Like we were interviewing females, the whole 9 yards. And then it kind of dropped off. And now it seems to be coming back in the fold again, right? What has been your experience in this industry being a female and trying to get into it and all that?
Now that I have like the right people behind me, it's been so much easier. It's been a breeze. You know, I had someone tell me, don't ever go blonde again. Trust me, I'm not ever going blonde again. I'm sticking to my natural roots as a redhead. And I've embraced that. Again, you're just going to have someone that's always trying to, I guess, form you to how they want you in the industry. And for me, it's just important to stay true to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh, but I mean, I haven't had any issues yet since I've had a team behind me. But before, when I didn't, I mean, absolutely, there was people like, oh, I work for this and so, and I can get you to the top if you do this and this. And so it's almost like now that people know I have someone backing me, they're really standoffish now. They respect me. They talk to me professionally. So that's a big game changer.
Right. I mean, and like, you know, not for nothing, like I mean, I've even done this where it's like you kind of like throw yourself around like
Mhm.
I don't want to say like a rag doll, but like, you know, kind of, you when you start getting into this, and I know when I started getting into this, it's like you had to almost say yes to everything. Like whether you believed it or not, it's like, oh, okay, well this could be an opportunity. I
Exactly.
can't I can't not try to take it,
Yep.
right? And like that's scary too.
Very scary. And there's a lot of female artists, like I personally know that, are signed with record labels, and I'm like, you don't need to do that, you know. But the response is, well, look where I'm at. I'm like, I mean, I guess, but keep your morals and your dignity, you know. But everyone chooses and their own things, and eventually that's just that's all on them, and if that's how they want to make it to the top, then that's just what they're gonna do.
Right,
Mhm.
right. Now with the state of country music as it is, and I say this with all the love in my heart, but like as an industry, it seems like we pick one female a year to push, right?
Yeah. For,
Like this year it's Ella, last year it was Lainey, you know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are you there?
yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, because you like cut out and anyway. What I was saying is like it seems like there seems to be a female every year, right? When there's so many great female artists out there, like does that
So
worry you?
it don't worry me. It's just me personally. It's been the norm since I was little. Really, I think it's disappointing that they only try to push one big female a year. But that's just where is at, and I just that's kind of where I feel like it's always going to be. I want it to change. Honestly, I would love for it to change, but I mean, it's just mainly a man's world,
Yeah.
especially in the music industry. It just is.
Right.
Mm, But
Even if
maybe
all the
I'll be the
men's on the
next
show.
one. They need a redhead out there. You know what
They
I
do.
mean?
When was the last redhead we had? Reba?
There's one on a Judd.
Well, that too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we need a new redhead. It's time.
Yeah. We do. Now, I know the last time we talked, you hadn't, you were relying on other people for the band and all that. Like, has picking up an instrument since the last time we talked to you, like, been a conversation?
I still don't play any instruments.
Right. But like, do you want to?
No, I don't, I've honestly, I've kind of given up.
Okay,
Um,
that's fair.
I don't have the coordination to strum. Like I just don't.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
my ADHD just it's not my thing. It's
yeah,
just
yeah. I get that.
not. I honestly tried my hardest, really did, and it's just a no go for me. My thing is just putting on a show. I love performing. I love singing. I like interacting with the crowd. That is my niche, and that's just what I'm going to stick to because that's where I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I mean, might as well. I mean, you got to do whatever is feeling right. You know.
Exactly. Exactly.
Um, Now with your music, right?
Hmm.
What is your plan? Like, I know you've put out some stuff. Like, have you guys talked about a plan going forward and how that's going to look? And
Yes. So we are going to be planning on releasing an EP. Um, and not sure about like the title of the EP, but I kind of liked along the lines of like, like my therapy sessions, because a lot of the songs that are going to be on this EP are really like songs that I wrote from my personal therapy sessions. And that's one thing that I always strive to do when I'm writing a song, is just to always be so personable to everybody, and let people know like, hey, I've had my struggles. I've hit rock bottom, but I'm back at the top now, and I don't ever give up, and just kind of things like that. But it's gonna be really, really good. I'm super, super proud of what's coming.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Now, what about like taking it out on the road?
we're getting there. We're hoping after Whiskey Jam, because there's gonna be a lot of people that David Nathan has invited to the show. So we're really, really hoping that is our ticket.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
at
that's
least getting something, because I perform, but I'm so bad at like recording myself, and so I don't have a lot of like live performances. So I've been working on that. Um, but at least we'll have the recording of Whiskey Jam. It shows like, hey, this girl played Whiskey Jam, things like that. So I'm super excited for it.
yeah, no, absolutely, and you should be. You know, I am rather impressed with everything you've done over the last few months because it's like a total, you know, 180.
I
Like,
know.
the Carman Collins I knew this time last year is not the person that you are now. Like it felt like it felt like every day was a struggle.
It was. It was. Let me tell you, it was. It was. It was. It was rough. But at the end of the day, I could have completely just given up on my dream, or I kept pushing, and I was like, I don't give up. And so I just went full force, and here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? You're doing it the right way, it seems like. Where
Trying.
you have to have the right people in the right places.
Yes. And I believe that God definitely brought these two people into my life for a reason. I might not know exactly what it is for.
No, of
Yeah.
course not.
Um, but I'm a huge believer in everything happens for a reason, so I don't know that reason yet, but we will soon, for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Absolutely. And you just got to keep kicking ass. And
Okay.
like I know you've asked me to do things and I'm sorry that I just couldn't, like
Oh, you're fine.
a lot of it was like, I just didn't know where to start, and it's uh and that's it. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Part
But
of it.
you found your people. It's awesome. Um I can't wait to see what you continue to do because I think what you're doing already is great.
Yeah,
And just keep pushing. And
I am.
you're gonna get to where you want to go.
Mm-hmm. No one
You have
stopped this fiery redhead. Mm-mm.
exactly. Exactly. And you know what? From what I know of you, there is no telling you no either. And I love that about you.
Some people don't like it, but
Well, look, because some people are fucking idiots. All right.
yeah,
Like you can't say no. Like you can say no, but you have
yeah.
to
It's
be
just
on.
like, okay, you said no. Well, there's someone else.
That's right.
You just gotta
That's
keep
right.
going.
That's right. You just got to keep going. Like you could take all those no's and be upset and all that, but like,
Just fuels my fire.
right? Exactly. Exactly. Like it does. You don't allow it to get you down, and that's what I love.
Yeah, no, you can't. You
No.
can't. Otherwise, you're always gonna be depressed, down in the dumps, and always feeling like I'm never gonna make it. You just can't. You gotta just okay, on to the next. There is someone out there that is going to love me and appreciate and know my worth as a singer and an artist. So
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? You're doing all that, and I love it. And I honestly I can't wait to see what you continue to do because I think it's just
um,
going to get better and better.
you're gonna see.
I'm going to see.
Yep, you will.
I am. I have all of you on the social media, so it's fine.
Hmm. Not gonna miss a beat.
Nope. So what do you if some for anybody that's listening that doesn't know who you are, what should they expect when they do listen to you?
I am a. I don't know if I can. I can't cuss. So let me think about. um, my songs and just the way I sing are pretty much like I don't give no fucks. Really, I have country. I love rock music, so I always incorporate rock music into my songs. And I I just give it my all. I'm a powerhouse ballad type vibe, kick ass singer.
Yeah, I mean, and that's honestly, I think that's the best way to describe you.
Yeah. I mean, it's came from my mouth and my heart, so there you
Yeah,
go.
it sure does. Sorry, my dad was texting me to see if I wanted a sub from, and my fat ass is hungry. So, um, but yeah, it's I. There's one thing I've always liked about you was your tenacity. like you're not going to give up,
Mm-mm.
even, and I'm sure there's been times where you've been like, fuck, maybe I should.
Oh my
Right.
God. So many times.
Right. Right. And like, you just don't, and nor should you. Right. Like, if you're doing something you love, like, I've quit this podcast 17 million times in the last 5 years. Right.
Right.
And then, like, to the point where, like, I stopped posting on social media, the whole 9 yards, but I had all these episodes that I kept releasing, even though I wasn't being engaging. And I was like, the fuck am I doing? Like, why would I stop at something that I love to do just because somebody wants me to stop?
Exactly. Like, no.
Right.
No,
Like,
never.
no. Exactly. Like,
There's always gonna be haters everywhere, and you just gotta.
and I'm sure, like you, right? Like, I'm sure you've lost a lot of things along the way chasing your dreams.
Yeah, I have.
Right. And it's like, at a certain point, like, and I've lost marriages over this. Marriage and one, right? Not multiple, just one. And that wasn't the underlying thing. This wasn't the underlying thing, but this also didn't help, right?
Yeah.
And you get to a point where you're just like, I gotta keep chasing this thing, even if it doesn't get anywhere. Like, I'm not gonna just give up, right?
You can't, but at the same time, like, you have to have people in your group or your family or whatever in your, I don't know what the word is, but
In
you
your
have to
circle.
have, yeah, your circle. Thank you. That that are super supportive and wouldn't want you to stop something that you love. And if there's someone in your circle that is just kind of like negative and they're not supportive, then they didn't need to be there or they weren't meant to be there.
Right. Right, exactly. And that's the age old thing too, right? Where you surround yourself with people that are going to be supportive,
Exactly.
and it's like,
You find out who your friends are, really.
right. And you're like, it's one of those things, like, after my divorce and all that, like, I knew how much this meant to me,
Yeah.
right? And like, anybody I've come across or met along the way, it's like, this is almost the priority, right? Like, so it's like, either jump on the train with me or don't even bother getting on,
Exactly.
you know?
And you need to have someone in your life that is just fully on board and love you enough to be like, literally no matter what struggles you go through with this, with your dream, no matter what, I'm gonna back you because, I'm with you and I'm super supportive. And I struggle with that. I don't have like a significant other, I don't want one. Uh, I can do things myself just fine. Um, but that was my issue too. Like they're like, you're an ER nurse. I'm like, I can't stand being a nurse. I loved it in the beginning, but we get treated like crap at the bedside. Like
Oh, yeah.
it's just terrible.
Yeah.
And I was going to work every day, hating, didn't even want to take care of anybody. And so I was like, you know what? I need to go full in, do this singing thing and just see where it gets, because if I was on my dying bed, I don't want to be like, man, I should have done this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Now, when you talk about moving to Nashville, are you gonna move the girls too?
no, so we'll be 50-50. So they're gonna stay here in Indiana, just because of schools and stuff. But they'll come back and forth with me, and they're super excited about it too. They're not like, yeah, they don't like Indiana.
I mean,
There's nothing here
I didn't say it. I
besides
wasn't saying
bars
it.
and food
I wasn't
and the
saying
Indy
it.
500.
Carmen, I wasn't saying it. Like,
I said it.
so, like, the Unbroken Circle Music Festival is in Indiana, right? And like, that's the only reason why I would go there. That, and to see a Notre Dame football game. Those are the only two reasons.
Yes, I wouldn't even go to Notre Dame football game.
Why? Why wouldn't you want it?
Because I'm an IU alum, man.
For fuck's sake, you. Oh my god! You guys
Hey,
get
we got to
one.
get it this year.
You get one basketball movie. That's subpar at best, and you guys think you're like the greatest university of all time.
We just had a straight season of football.
Even a blind squirrel gets a nut, Carmen. You know, like, come on.
Don't be a hater.
I'm
We're
gonna
just
be.
talking about haters.
I'm gonna be. I fucking hate, like, I hate every college football team that isn't the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I literally hate them.
Yeah, y'all have your reputation for that.
We do. We're good at it. So, what else can you tell us about you before I go have my delicious, probably not very delicious lunch?
Just for anyone listening, I mean, just keep tuning in. Follow me on my socials, Carman Collins Music, Instagram, TikTok. Listen to my music on all music platforms, and just stay in tune because I got some stuff coming.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, I wouldn't say this if I didn't mean it. Everything you've put out has gotten better.
Oh yes, and it's just gonna get better.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I know I'm right. I'm a woman.
Oh boy, this could be a whole other half an hour. Holy shit!
I'm kidding.
No, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But it's also good for you to have that kind of sense about you, right?
Mhm.
Where like there's so, there's a lot of things I could say to that, but what I'll say is that it's nice to see you have a strong female presence that is justifiable. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Right? Like,
Get it.
you're not afraid to be you, and
Mhm.
that's great to see.
I'm not afraid to be mean, but I'm always super caring and respectful
Right.
to everyone around me. I don't act like I almost said Mariah Carey, a diva.
Right. And I don't think that would fit you anyway.
It would not at all. Mm-mm.
No, that'd be gross.
It would be gross because I'm just not like that. I mean,
No, you're
I
not.
never have been.
No, you can definitely stand on your own 2 feet by yourself just fine.
Mm-hmm. Sure can.
Yeah, God, I love you, girl. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Welcome. So, just stay in touch, and every time something comes up, let us know.
I will.
We'll do our best to make sure you get your spotlight.
Okay.
All right.
Keep you informed always.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger. I mean, you know how to get a hold of me.
I do.
Well, like I said, as things come up and when the EP comes out, we'll do this again.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay.
Love to.
All right, Carmen. Have a great day. I'm gonna go have lunch and go to court.
You have fun with that. Good
Thanks.
luck.
Thanks.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All righty. Bye.
Bye.
Well, there you have it, everybody. Episode 361 in the books with our friend Carman Collins. Wow. Carman. I said in the last episode that it re-released today. I gotta stop waiting for the last minute because I just start getting like, all right, let's go. And not because I want to hurry this up, but because the ADHD doesn't allow me to slow the fuck down. So thank you for tuning in. 361 is now in the books. Carman Collins, go check out her stuff. And for everybody that has refollowed us on Instagram, thank you so much for doing that. And that's it, guys. We'll see you for the next episode, which is Angela Myers. We've also released Alex Hall today. Go check those out. You won't be disappointed. If not, we'll see you next week, guys. Cheers.